From the moment we first heard about the Greek island of Thasos, we knew that one day we had to visit this place. This year we finally managed to do it. So we will tell you what to see, where to eat, and how we spent our time on Thasos. First, we landed at the airport in the city of Kavala on the mainland of Greece. Then we boarded a ferry to get to Thasos. And I know this might sound a bit cheesy, especially to those who travel a lot, but it was one of those moments that feels like the beginning of a new and exciting adventure. If you work behind a desk all year and finally go on your dream vacation, then I'm sure you know what I mean. Okay, we've just checked into our hotel room.
And I think we should do a room tour because this room is very pretty and I have to say it's quite fancy.
Yes, it's lovely. We'll do that. But now we really need to eat something. So we are going to the city because we are also very curious about it. So let's start. And I need to add something. Our hotel is located in the town of Skala Potamia in the eastern part of the island. So all our trips will start from this point and we will explore this part of the island. However, before our vacation, just in case, I did some research on places worth visiting across the entire island. It's a Google map, it's public, and the link to it is in the description of this video. You will find there some museums, beaches, landmarks, charming small towns, and other tourist attractions, as well as a recommended car rental and our lovely hotel, in case you would like to try it as well. Everything comes with our comments, which might help you plan your trip. Okay, back to the vlog. Skala Potamia means Port of Potamia. It's a city located along the eastern coast, very close to the Thracian Sea. In Greece, you can find many restaurants that are family-run businesses and offer delicious traditional Greek food. For us, it was an experience we couldn't wait to have. And later, to end the day, we went for drinks at that nice pub near the beach. Relaxing that evening turned out to be a good idea, especially before what was coming the next day. Hello, today unfortunately it's very cloudy and it may rain later, so it's hard to plan any longer trip, it's very risky. So we will just keep exploring the city nearby and we will show you the city in the daylight this time. So yeah, let's go. The first thing we noticed were the beautiful mountains that we couldn't see the last evening. The sea was rough, the wind was getting stronger, and we saw more and more clouds. When we reached the famous Golden Beach, after a short walk it started to rain, so we took shelter under a nearby umbrella. Then quickly ran to the nearest restaurant. Here we realized that rain on Tazos is not a joke. During a short break in the rain, we quickly returned to the hotel and stayed there, while outside it was raining and raining so badly until night. The next day the weather was better. It was much warmer. There were still some clouds, but not as many as the previous day, and no rain was expected. So we decided to return to Golden Beach, and it was a really good choice because that day we had a wonderful time relaxing on the beach from morning until late afternoon. And then we went for dinner to another really nice restaurant that we can recommend. Okay, we made up for yesterday's weather and we had a really good time on the beach today, and what was the best on this Golden Beach was the fact that behind us was this beautiful majestic mountains and in front of us was the sea. And if you go along the coast to the south or to the north, you can always see this beautiful view with houses built on the slopes of the mountains. So yeah, this place is amazing, and I'm sure that there are many amazing places on Tazos, but we really love this area, and we also can't wait what we will see tomorrow on the Marble Beach. That's right. The plan was to take a longer hike the next morning and walk from our hotel to Marble Beach and back the same way. The walk was supposed to take about 2 hours each way. We had checked that there is a trail through the local mountains with beautiful views. The weather was perfect, full sunshine. So as planned, we set off quite early, but we didn't know exactly what to expect. And as soon as we climbed a bit higher, for the first time we saw Tazos from a completely new perspective. And of course olive trees were everywhere. Okay, maybe full sun is not the best weather for an uphill walk, but the road wasn't long and we took a lot of water with us, so it was fine. We were a bit tired, but the views were definitely worth it. And by the way, this road is a bit wild and full of rocks, so if you want to use a car here, I would recommend a 4-wheel drive vehicle. As we got closer, the ground became more and more white. This is because marble is mined on Tazos. It's pretty amazing to take a closer look at it. Right next to it is Vati Beach, and our destination was just around the corner. due to the nearby marble deposits. This place is famous for being covered with lots of small white stones. And it's a Greek island, so cats are everywhere. As you can imagine, at this point we were so hungry, but luckily on our way back along the same road we found a really good restaurant. And that's it. After a very nice trip, that was our last stop of the day. Okay, so time for room tour. So here on this side is our micro kitchen with a sink and some dishes. And here near the entrance on the other side is the bathroom. Yeah. With a toilet, nice design. And by the way, we discovered that the owner of this hotel is an interior designer, so yeah, that explains a lot. And this is our small but very cozy and really nice room with a comfortable bed and some TV. Yes, here. Oh, by the way, this is our friend. We won him like 2 days ago in a vending machine. So yeah, that's not part of the design, don't worry. Okay. And here is our balcony. And on this side is a beautiful view and we can see mountains. Yes, and on this side is the swimming pool. Really nice. And that's it. Let's go back to the trip. Yes, after a day off to rest, we have planned another longer trip. First, we will go to Aliki Beach to spend some time there and to see the nearby attractions. Then we will move on to Paradise Beach, which, as we've heard, is one of the most beautiful places on the island, and in the end we will visit the pebbly Kinira Beach. Before we reached the Aliki Beach, we took a walk along the coast, where you can see the Ruins Beach. You can also see the remains of an ancient quarry and the ruins of one of the basilicas of Thasos. The edifices of the new religion, Christianity, were located at a higher level than the pagan shrines. So yeah, they had the higher ground and must have been visible from a distance. The oldest one was constructed around the year 400 AD. Due to this high location, there is a beautiful view here. A bit later, we met a new friend, and then we ended up at Aliki Beach. Next, we went to the popular Paradise Beach, and this name turned out to be well deserved. So far, we hadn't seen so much sand on any Greek beach. The water was crystal clear. And the sand was almost white. We felt a bit like we were on Maldives. We loved it and we spent about 2 hours there, so this place is highly recommended. At the end of the day we had a quick visit on Kinira beach, which is located just nearby and is quite narrow and covered with lots of colorful pebbles. I must say it looked interesting and I really liked it. It was our last day on Thasos, so we decided to visit an attraction that was close by the whole time here in Skala Potamia, but we hadn't been there yet. It was a viewpoint in the port of Potamia. And then for the last time we had a great time on the Golden Beach. And after that, we went to the same restaurant as on our first evening here. And of course, we couldn't miss the last opportunity to buy some souvenirs. And by the way, Thasos appears in the Greek myth about King of Phoenicia, Agenor, who had a daughter named Europa. She was kidnapped by Zeus in the form of a bull and hidden in a cave on Crete. Agenor sent his sons to find their sister, but unfortunately they failed. One of them was named Thasos. He reached the island by ship with his crew, became mesmerized by this place and decided to settle there. And the island was obviously named after him. I think now we understand his decision to stay here. And here we are, back on the ferry, this time leaving Thasos and heading to the airport in Kavala. We know we will miss this island like immediately and we can't wait for our next trip. We hope it won't be just after another year behind the desk, so I would appreciate if you subscribe this channel as it might help with that. And thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments what you think about Thasos. Please leave us some likes here as well and we will see you soon. Bye!